Ratman Rich Fulmer, and this is your Ratt Report. I know it's been a while. There really is no video on this. It's only just like you just have to listen to my boring voice. I might put a picture up for it if I can figure out how to link all that together. Anyway, here's your TNA review. Fuck it. Blood Sugar Sex Magic and Mr. Miyagi in the crowd. But that wasn't what made the show. What made the show was Bully Ray is back. Rumor has it he's only going to be back for an episode. This past episode was live. Bully Ray come back. Velvet Sky come back. Kick the crap out of Angelina Love. We'll cover all that later. And a really good world title match that I'm not going to bring to you in its entirety. I might, but whatever. So I'm not cutting anything out of this. Josh Matthews, it was live, so Josh Matthews actually had to be at ringside. I don't like Josh Matthews as a commentator at all. I think he's too WWE. He talks like it. He acts like he has the mentality of WWE. And to me, it just drives me nuts. Eric Young came out to the ring. He spouted off that it's his goal to become World Heavyweight Champion. I can't blame him. He's held it before. He defended it before. He was defending it long before Brock Lesnar even decided to defend it. He's defending it. He lost it. He's winning, and he lost. And then now Bobby Lashley, and now Kurt Angle has it. And to me, it doesn't seem like A-Dub or R-Dub really have any interest in the belts. They're going after the World Tag Team titles now. We'll get to that a little bit later. EC3 and Tigress, the guy is completely and utterly... listen, I watched the guy, he tag teamed with Tracy Smothers in an indie show. He did pretty good. He has the technical skills. Maybe TNA is using him the wrong way, but really, I don't like the character of EC3 at all. And I really can't stand Tigress. I can't stand Tigress at all. I am saying Tigress, not Trainwreck, because we all know it's both. It sucks that Mr. Anderson is in that category with EC3 whenever he deserves to have that belt. He's held the belt a few times. He deserved it in WWE. He deserves it in TNA. And you have guys like Tigress heart punching him and, whatever. It looked like EC3 had just gotten a wax. He must be really hairy all over his body, because in this in the beginning promo, he came out, he had pimples all over himself, looked like he had gotten a rash from a recent wax job. He needed to wax his face. Maybe he needs a wax up on his carrot, and maybe wax up on the Tigress's lack thereof carrot. And maybe he should just go away. Go away. You know what? Throw a mask on him, because his face is annoying. I'm not going to deny EC3's mat skills, because I've seen him have mat skills. But I don't like him. I don't think he's that talented. I sure as hell don't want to see him in anywhere near the World Heavyweight title. I would rather see EY win the title than EC3. That's my personal opinion. Anderson lost that match. Like I said, Tigress hit him with the heart punch. Really, it was a false count anywhere. Fans, you voted, so you got this match. I would have rather voted option 3, no match at all. EC3 leaves the company if he wins or if he loses. Be his last match in the company. That's what I would have liked to see. Like I said, I'm not I'm not a fan of him at all. I cannot stand EC3. I really can't stand Tigress at all. Tyrus, calm Tyrus, calm Trainwreck, calm Tigress. I calm Tigress, I calm Trainwreck. He's an idiot. Really, he doesn't. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen him outside of TNA. I've seen him outside of WWE. He didn't have talent anywhere. I don't think he's that good. And the whole thing between them, EC3 maybe could go with the Bromans. He would fit better with the Bromans. Because they're all boom! And you're not on the list, bro. And I'm just annoying, and I'm going to stop. Jesse Goddard's. I think Jesse Goddard's is better talent than EC3. That's the way it is, man. And why doesn't EC3 and Tigress form a tag team and go after those tag team titles and make a strong run for the titles? Because it takes... I'm not going to say it takes two half wrestlers to make a good tag team, but neither one of them are good singles competitions. They would be better off as a tag team. Or put them with the Bromans and Tigress be their fat muscle for hire or something. I don't know. Right? Tigress versus Abyss would be a good match, I think. Because they might still have the same mentality. Bully Ray, let's just move on from that. Bully Ray backstage with Kurt Angle. Bully Ray backstage with EY. Let me just point this out. I think Bully Ray, before we get to the main event, Bully Ray, I think, has a better chance at beating EY than Kurt Angle for that world title. I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance in hell against Kurt Angle, but I think that it would be easier for Bully Ray to beat EY. And the main event will come, and you'll see what happens. The BDC, MVP went ghetto and dropped the N-bomb. Now I can't believe he did it. You can't, this is what another thing, MVP, excuse me, MVP, when he gets on the mic, his goal is to get under your skin, and he pisses me off. That's fine. The things he says, completely off the wall, completely not what... You can't drop the N-bomb. Excuse me. I'm just coming down from a cold. You can't drop the N-bomb like that on national TV, and you shouldn't do it live. They bleeped it out, but him referring to a thug as an N-word, that's his words. Talk about all the racial problems that we have right now with cops killing black suspects and the riots and everything that's been going on. You're going to put an N-word on a thug? Impossible. Where I come from, thugs are white, thugs are black, thugs are green, thugs are yellow, thugs are pink. Real men don't wear pink, they eat it.
That's right.
Just throw that in there. But this is why I can't stand MVP. This is why I don't like his character. I was glad when he left WWE, and then I stopped watching it shortly after that because it got stupid. But this is why I can't stand him. He talks too much. Have you seen my house? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? Well, you should come to my house and talk about pride. You come to my house and see where I live. I live in a trailer in the backwoods of the Finger Lakes in New York. So, there you go. Talk about pride. You should see my car. It's a fucking minivan. And it's a Ford. So anyway, The Rising comes out. I seen a picture of this of Drew Galloway after this match, and I'm telling you, he was destroyed. He had bruises all over his back, and it wasn't makeup, it wasn't faked, it wasn't brought on. Fight ensues. Ends up being MVP versus Drew Galloway. Drew Galloway, since leaving WWE, has got himself a name. We knew. I was skeptical because I didn't see Drew McIntyre before he was Drew McIntyre. I didn't see him. I didn't know anything about him. All of a sudden, he shows up. He looked like good talent, but whenever it came down to it, WWE put him with midgets and put him with, I'm a 3-man band! It was just stupid storylines. Why? Another reason why I don't like WWE. But look, he has prospered since. 3 world titles and an active member of the TNA roster. So that should tell you something about Drew Galloway and about what kind of a talent he really is. Drew wins the match. EC3 comes in, hits Drew with a chair. That is Josh Matthews asks why. I said at the top of the show, I don't like Josh Matthews. This is why. Because he was with them before. Do you not understand? Do you not understand? He is the same guy that argued Taz, just because you're world champion, you're the best on the roster, and that's bullshit. And Taz called him out on it. I think it was shortly after that that Taz and him had a falling out. The thing is, Taz knows wrestling. Taz knows everything that you need to know for wrestling to be a commentator, and then some. Josh Matthews doesn't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch. And I'm taking that pun, and I'm taking that statement from the great Bobby the Brain Heenan, the Weasel himself. But it's true. Josh Matthews, I don't like him at all. I think he needs to go. Didn't even say out of creative. You know what? Josh Matthews just needs to go home and sit down. Go back up north where the E is. This makes me sick. I can't stand him. Anyway, yes, why? EY stands in the ring. Who cares about Josh Matthews? Stands in the ring and says, "You owe me the MVP," and tells all the BDC, "You owe me something." And yeah, he does. They do owe him, because without Eric Young's help, a lot of things would have been different in the BDC career, I think. James Storm comes down bearing gifts. Talks about he has a gift for a very special friend. Whatever happened to the Revolution? Ever since they put James Storm in this new storyline, the Revolution hasn't had much TV time. They haven't had much even talk. I haven't seen much from them. I think last week they were in a match, but now he's chasing after Mickey Storm, or Mickey James, snuffing up her ass and trying to, I don't even know what you would call that situation. Was just completely out of line. Magnus comes, it ends up being a guitar, and it was funny because as soon as she pulled the guitar out, I said, "Oh man, this freaking cough is driving me crazy." So he brings the guitar out. Get back to it. They bring the guitar out. I knew it right away that somebody was going to wear that thing. It didn't even have strings on it. and they wanted Mickie James to play a tune. Fans, did you not see the guitar? Did you not see the strings were not on the guitar? I knew something was going to happen to that guitar, and I knew somebody was going to get nailed with it. It's sad with the Rev, and I have to go back to this. It's sad that the Revolution is kind of fading out, and it's sad because you got good talent. All those guys in there are top talents, and he's out sniffing up Mickie James, and they're making a whole new storyline for James Storm, and I'm not sure what the big deal is. Maybe he's trying to recruit her into the Revolution, but Sonata's gone. Manic is still in there. He's great talent. TJ Perkins, one of the best talents in the world, and he's in the trios tournament in AAA. And we'll see what happens next. Because I'm Mickie James, he has this guitar, and I knew somebody was going to wear it. James got what he in the end. Magnus come out and made a big deal, and it could have been innocent. It looked like it might have been innocent, but Magnus kind of was, this jealous guy, and came out and played the jealous card anyway. And in the end, James Storm ran his mouth. Magnus came in, hit him in the head with the acoustic guitar, and that's it. James Storm gets up, and later on, there's a segment where they were backstage, and Mickie gave Magnus a riot act, said that Magnus disrespected her. That could be because there was really nothing going on. James Storm, like I said, James Storm he had his intentions. That was obvious. But there was nothing going on. But James Storm got what he wanted. He got Magnus mad. Magnus struck him. So now they're going to have a match. And this could be an epic feud between those two, because both world champions, both could be world champions at any given moment. And now they're going to have a feud, and we're going to see some really good matches in that. Maybe they'll bring in a mid-title card, because there's a mid-card title, damn it. That would be great to see, and then see those two going back and forth over it. At the end, one of them gets a title shot for the World Heavyweight title. EY backstage, cashing in, said, "You owe me in my world title match. I'm gonna need you to help me out." And I think that's gonna happen. It was cool to see Robert Irvine on the show. We all know that he's Gail Kim's husband. We all know that that's who he is. But then I'm like, well, gee, they're doing this. Well, we know why now. And Taryn Terrell was right there. And I think this thing between Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim are really boiling over. Remember, they've had the best matches, some of the best matches I have ever seen. Slammiversary, Last Knockout Standing, and several other matches that they've had have always been epic. But now you see she is with the Dollhouse. Is it the Dollhouse? Gail, Jade and Marty Bell. I'm really afraid of this, because I'm afraid that they won't use Mia Yim the proper way. Same with Marty Bell. I just don't think they're going to use them right. It'll be like Garrett Santana, who went on, and now she's a multi-time world champion, multiple current world champion, NWA and Shine. And it's sad to me that they have that they're going to take talent like this and not use her properly. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Maybe Mia Yim will just be like, you know what? Jade, aka Jade, I'm sorry, she's also known as Jade in TNA, so I've got to get off Mia Yim and talk about Jade. So, Jade is she's just coming off of the Shine title. Not that long ago she held it, and now she's in TNA. I think she could beat Taryn Terrell. There's people that would argue with me, but at the same time, there's people out there that will agree with me. Mia Yim has the potential to even beat Gail Kim, and that's a hell of a stretch. I will admit that's a hell of a stretch, but you put Mia Yim against Gail Kim, and you got an epic match. Mia Yim against Taryn Terrell will also be a great match. We'll see what the future brings. Right now, it was Kong and Gail Kim versus the Dollhouse, all three of them, 2-on-3, and I don't remember who won that match.
Listen, this isn't how it goes. No, seriously. This isn't how it goes.
So, I didn't see the end of the match. I had things. I didn't get to see the end of the match. I think Gail Kim won. Gail Kim and Kong won. Kong, she got in the ring and she ran through everybody. And it ended up breaking down. And I was hoping that Gail Kim and Kong would have somebody else come out in their corner, but like a new knockout or something. And it didn't happen, but that's okay. Let's move on. Matt Hardy should just stay in TNA and go for the X Division title. I think that he has what it takes to be a good X Division champion. I know that he can beat Rockstar Spud. We all know he can beat Rockstar Spud for that X Division title. He could beat Kenny King, who is current X Division champion. But he's walking out. He's walking. As we know, Jeff Hardy just got hurt in a motorcycle accident, a dirt bike accident. He was jumping and he landed wrong, broke his leg, and he's going to be out for a while. So Matt comes out, drops the belts, walks out, and the Dirty Heels are coming out. They gave him their props, a fist bump on the way through. Came in, said they are the greatest tag team in the world. I beg to differ. Young Bucks, Red Dragon, Time Splitters, the Briscoes, the list goes on and on and on and on. I don't think they're the greatest tag team in the world, but they're two of the greatest wrestlers in the world. And as a tag team, I think they have what it takes to be on the level as one of. But only tag teaming a few times here and there and holding tag team titles one time does not make you great. I'm sorry. You've got to do it, and you've got to prove yourself 20,000 times or however long it takes. But they just had this tournament. I think it's funny because they just had this tournament for the World Tag Team Championships. Hardy's won, and now they had to vacate. So now Davey Richards comes out and says, my tag team partner is ready, and we've been going for a while. I believe that the Wolves are on the level as one of the greatest tag teams in the world today. And then Eddie Edwards comes out. He is no longer injured. That heel, the broken heel bone, has healed, and now he's back and ready to go. So they're going to have a best of 5 series. The Wolves challenged the Dirty Heels and for a best of 5 series. We're gonna see the best of 5 matches. That's gonna be, the matches are gonna be epic. You know it, we know it here. You know it there. I can't wait to see this. I think it's gonna kick off. Hopefully, it kicks off next week, and we're gonna see best of 5. And I believe that will end probably around Slammiversary. It'll be going on at Slammiversary. I don't know when it's going to start. Best of 5 series between these 2 tag teams, though, for the TNA World Tag Team titles is going to be a phenomenal series. Look for it. It will probably be close to, but not limited to, the match, the best of 5 series between the Bucks, the Young Bucks, who was Generation Me, and Motor City Machine Guns, or Motor City Machine Guns and Beer Money, and with the, either way you look at it, it's going to be a good one. So Angelina Love comes down to the ring, and let me just say, Angelina Love, with the talent that she has, she really, especially in this week's show, she really needs a fucking cheeseburger. Give that lady a cheeseburger. Quarter pounder, lots of calories, lots of fat on there, and make her eat it, because she is seriously one puke away from being bulimic. I'm sorry. I don't know what she was doing when she was off, but when she came back, she's disgustingly skinny. She has some muscle tone, but what good is muscle tone when you can still see your ribs? What's muscle tone when you can see every bone in your body? You know, what does that matter? So I just don't think that she has the body mass to be in the wrestling ring anymore, but she has a hell of a talent. But the important thing here is Velvet Sky is back, and I gotta say, I like the look, I like the intensity. It doesn't look like she's trying to pucker out her lips anymore. And you remember when Angelina Love came back, Velvet was running with Madison Rayne, and it looked like they were going to form the Beautiful People in Full Strength. But then Velvet Sky goes after Madison Rayne, and turns on Madison Rayne, helps Angelina Love win. They reform the Beautiful People. They do it. Madison Rayne lost. The Feast are fired. She's kind of screwed over on that one. But she's back. She's back. She signed she renewed a contract. Well, she didn't renew, but she signed a contract with, re-signed a contract, however you want to say it, with TNA. So she's back on a permanent basis. I like her look. I think she looks hotter than what she did when she left. I like the intensity, and the fact that she is straight up went after Angelina Love made it that much good, that much better. So we're gonna get to see more feuds on that. Josh Matthews, the only thing he did say that was on the money this week was that we fans, and this is true because I've been in a lot of groups over Facebook, and it's all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over everywhere. People that are doing vlogs and reports like I do, they're saying, fans are saying, we want more X Division, we want more knockouts, and we didn't see no X Division this week, but we've seen a lot more knockouts. I think they need to do more with the X Division. I agree. More with the knockouts. WWE, they only do one match with their divas, and they just crawl around the ring. We want to see real women wrestle. That's why there's Shimmer. That's why there's Shine. That's why there's Stardom. That's why there's women wrestling all over. And we've got we have the greatest women's champions, the greatest female wrestlers in the world, everywhere in the world. And TNA needs to start picking them up. They have Marty Bell, they have Jade, and now they need, and Angelina Velvet Sky is back. Now they need to bring in more. Bring back Havoc. Havoc really never left. She's doing cross-promotional stuff with Shimmer currently. She'll be back. She'll do more in-ring stuff with TNA. When that'll be, I don't know. But I know she's coming back. I know she's gonna do more. Bring back Lady Tappa, who's currently signed with Global Force Wrestling. She's been announced on their roster. Bring back Alpha Female, who is currently not wrestling. She's been doing some modeling stuff. I'm following her all over the place also. World title match. EY versus Kurt Angle. Special guest referee is Bully Ray. Don't we remember last time Bully Ray was a special guest referee somewhere? He turned on the person that hired him, Dixie Carter, and he became he went total heel. I said it before and I'll say it again. He has a better chance of beating EY than he does Kurt Angle, and I think he knows that. But in this match, he caught it right down the middle. Now, this is funny because... Oh, before I get to that, I just want to say, I said it before, I'll say it again. Eric Young and his pink tights. Listen, real men don't wear pink. I don't care. You wear whatever you want, really. Real men don't wear pink. Sorry. They don't wear black. They don't wear white. They don't wear blue. They don't wear green. They don't wear orange. They wear whatever the fuck they want. But you don't wear pink if you're a guy or if you're a girl. Be better on a girl. But if you're a guy, you don't wear the pink. You eat the pink. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm sitting here. I'm thinking to myself, a big thing going outside. BDC's outside. They're out there with Angle. Angle's outside, laying on the floor, and I'm thinking Bully Ray's standing there. Where's EY? EY's gonna go low blow on us, and he did. Kicked Bully Ray, and after the match, Bully was still holding himself hard. It looked like, you get hit in the nuts, it hurts. If you're a guy, it hurts. If you're a girl, it hurts. But it seems to be more intense with guys because they have two little things dangling down, flopping in the breeze at any given time. Getting kicked there, getting punched there, getting hit there, it all hurts. And that dropped that big boy down. And it looked like he's gained some weight. And it's great because Bully's back in TNA. My rumors that I've read are saying that he is not a full-time active on the roster. It was a one-time deal, and he's going to go back to doing his own thing. They were just in my neck of the woods, the Dudleys, this past year for a series of matches against the Young Bucks. 2CW, we all know, Squared Circle Wrestling out in Watertown. They were in Binghamton, which is only 50 miles from where I live now, maybe a little bit further from where I live now. We enjoyed that show. I didn't go see it, but I read about it. I watched some clips on it. Good matches between the Bucks and the Dudleys. Dudley's 24-time tag team champions, the most tag team champions of all time in professional wrestling. and that goes one more time more than the Road Warriors at 23 times. So my two favorite tag teams, Road Warriors and the Dudleys. Everybody came out. Let's just get to the match. Everybody came out. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's carrying on. Sergeant Chris Melendez comes out. The Rising comes out. It was the match predictable, but it was classic. The low blow predictable, but again it was classic. You knew it was going to happen. Kurt Angle ends up getting it. What I liked was that EY hit the power driver, or Angle hit the Angle slam. EY kicked out. EY hit Angle with the power driver. Angle kicked out. Now at this point, now with everything that happened, I see this as being, now they're back at square one again, at equal ground. Angle ended up winning with the submission, made EY tap out, and Bully Ray, he said he was going to do it. He raised Angle's hand. He didn't attack him. He didn't do nothing. Part of that could have been because he got kicked in the nuts, and it really hurt. Like I said, it doesn't feel good to get kicked in the nuts. And if you have a cup on, it still hurts. But it's one thing to get kicked in the cup, then get kicked in the square in the nads, right in the yam bag hockeys. That's how it went. Good match. It was a good show. All in all, live. I want to see more live. I did read the schedule for the following this month and next month, and the next live is going to be June 26th. I believe it's going to be live. Where it's going to be at, it didn't say, but it's going to be a live show. It'll be tapings till then, tapings after that, and then Slammiversary will emanate. I believe that's going to be a live pay-per-view event also, which is awesome. So, this is the Rat Man Rich Fulmer. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Look for me in the group Indie to TNA. We have wrestlers. We have promoters. We have a lot of great fans. If you don't like TNA, then don't freaking join the group. Don't even bother trying. Anyway, find me on YouTube. This is the Ratt Report. And subscribe. And until next week, see ya!